don't want you to worry, Mr. Devlin. You're in safe hands now. These nurses are going to cut your clothes off. I know. I've had the same dream myself. I'm afraid that's got to be it. All right, what's next?
Have you heard anything yet, Tracy?
No.
What's the job?
Fertility clinic.
Do we need more people?
Just sit down. Just don't rub yourself on me. Just don't rub yourself on me. Just don't rub yourself. Just sit down.
Julie, I got the job.
Do we throw a great send-off or what?
Great, I'm excited to go after all. You've got to. The billboards go up on the front at the end of the month. Listen, what time's Peter going to be coming up?
I haven't told Peter.
Well, you haven't told him about the party.
I haven't told him about the job.
You're kidding. What's he going to think when he hears all this racket going on?
I just don't know what's left to be said.
Murnau's achievement in Nosferatu was to create a film that, in changing nearly all the details of its source material, remains truer to the spirit of Dracula than any later adaptation that is legally held to name.
What's all this in aid of?
It's a going away party.
Whose?
Tracy's. You better talk to him.
Thanks a bunch.
This is exactly what I wanted to avoid.
Oh, really? Well, I don't believe you. You just can't do this to someone.
Do what, Peter? Do what? I'm sick of this on again, off again, not quite a relationship. Every time it starts looking serious, you just jump back in your shell like a clam. It's like having an affair with a yo-yo.
Your answer to that is to line up another job, and you're all set to leave town, and the first thing I know about it is the headache I get from your friggin' leaving party.
Yes.
I don't understand you. What do you want from me?
You're missing the point. I don't want anything from you. I'm going away.
That's it.
Maybe it's me. But it seems so one-sided. You've got to reach out sometimes. You need someone, Peter. I used to think it was me, but I don't know. Looks like the evening shift's just arrived. I better go. You can come up if you want to.
Look, Peter.
You know, Julie, this is the way I'll always remember you.
Can I run you to the station?
I've got a taxi waiting.
What kind of a practice you moving into?
A fertility clinic.
Private one?
Yeah,
Have you been up there already?
just for the interview. Well,
Well,
thanks for offering me the lift.
no problem.
Victoria Coach Station, please.
All right. Best of luck. Hope it works out.
I don't want to miss the bus.
Don't want you to go. Don't want you to go.
Why do you have to wait until now before you can say that?
Just don't close the door.
I'll call you.
Better.
Tracy Pickford? Yes. I'm Dr. Horsley. Dr. Jenner asked me to come and meet you and take you up to the clinic. Have you been waiting long? About 5 minutes. Here we are. It's beautiful here. Have you ever lived in the country before, Tracy? I've always been a city girl. Anything back there you'll miss?
The new nurse for the patient wing's just arrived.
Which one did he finally pick?
Contestant number 6. Barry wins the sweep.
Will remind me.
2 years gynae and 1 year in casualty. And a face and a body that could make a strong man weep. Oh, God, I just love to play doctors and nurses.
You know what your problem is? You've got a turbocharged libido.
It doesn't matter what you call it. I get sick of making babies in bottles. I want to do it the old way, before I forget how.
Oh. Now look what you made me do. Have we got any more of these?
I'll show you where your room is, and then I think Dr. Jenner's going to want a word. We're quite an ambitious little operation here. I think you've got a few pleasant surprises to come. As for the rest of it, I'll show you what I can. Some areas are restricted to named personnel only. We operate under various licenses, and the rules are pretty tight. Have you met the boys yet?
I've met Rob.
And what do you think of him?
Well, unless that's a carrot in his pocket, I think he ought to go back into town more often.
I think you'll do all right here. I'll show you the ward next. We have 6 overnight rooms. They're all more or less the same. There's a maid service for cleaning and laundry, and it's up to you to keep the damage and maintenance book. You'll assist Dr. Jenner in the examination room and run all this side of it in rotation with 2 other nurses.
How busy do we get?
Well, nothing compared to what you'd have been used to. Most patients are seen on an outpatients basis. They only stay over for certain procedures.
What do we cover?
Oh, the standard stuff, from counselling to in vitro. Dr. Jenner runs a weekly clinic at the local hospital, so there's some crossover with that, but otherwise you'll find it pretty quiet.
Where does all the money come from, then?
The contract research. It keeps the labs at full capacity and gives budget continuity from 1 year to the next. You won't have anything to do with that side, of course, but if you're interested, to talk to Dr. Jenner. He's the one who bangs the drum and raises all the finance. I'll show you the animal house now.
Certainly.
This is Tom.
Hi.
Hello. Tom's the junior research assistant here. And that, I'm afraid, is about as much as I can show you right now. The rest of it's one of the restricted access areas.
Don't worry, you're not missing much. Seen one room full of rats and monkeys. Seen them all.
And this is Alison Wells. She runs the animal facility. Tracy Pickford, the new nurse for the patient wing.
Hello, Tracy. Welcome to the team. Hope you can stand the pace around here after what you've been used to.
And what sort of time do you call this?
What do you want?
All right, that's grumpy. How many of the other dwarves can you do? Never mind, old bean, never mind.
Spare me the old bean routine.
I could be the best friend you've got around here.
Then heaven help me.
There was a case review meeting while you were away. Who's this, then?
That's my daughter. What was the meeting about?
She's at college already?
She's 19. What was it about?
No Hope business deals with potentially high embarrassment factors. The great high muckamuck doesn't want a fiasco like the last one. I don't suppose you've got anything on the books that might fit the bill. Besides, on the other hand, you know how much the great high muckamuck loves a great British success story, especially given that they're so thin on the ground these days. I think we both understand what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I had a phone call before I left the office.
But I hope it's something positive.
There's been a definite breakthrough with the research. Suddenly, things are looking very promising.
Oh, come on, that's waffle. When I say something positive, I mean something more than promising.
3 multinationals have been over and seen the data. One of them has already made a conditional offer on patent rights. The others are almost certain to follow. After that, it's not our problem anymore.
Your problem? Well, I hope we'll be hearing some good news on that subject very soon. Or else we won't be hearing anything at all. Do we understand each other, Hennessy?
Yes, Minister.
Good egg. A packed lunch like that should be grounds for divorce. I'm sorry, I was forgetting. You're divorced already, aren't you?
Yes, sir?
Hennessy. Get me Dr. Jenner, will you?
Oh, I am sorry, I pressed the button by mistake.
To come down and ask the questions. Right, Herbalist is looking slightly worried.
Is there anything I can get to you? Do you need anything? I'm sorry, Dr. Jenny, you startled me.
I had the feeling nothing would surprise you, Tracy. How's the night shift suiting you?
Fine, but I don't exactly feel overstretched.
Not quite what you're used to, eh?
Not quite.
Well, it varies. Listen, we're going to have to sit down and talk properly soon. I may have some additional responsibilities for you. I think you're going to fit in here very well. Mr. Stevens.
How's it going?
Hard to be sure after just a few days.
What? You mean you're bored?
I'm used to a busy ward. I never knew the days could get so long. I mean, where's all the business?
Oh, well, You just have to stick with it, I'm afraid. Jenner's just, he's just running you in. He'll let you in on the main stuff when he's ready.
What main stuff?
I'd like to tell you, but I'm afraid I can't. You just have to wait, I'm afraid. Are you going away this weekend?
No.
No boyfriend or anything?
I don't know.
What does that mean?
Well, there is somebody, I think.
What does he do?
He lives on his dead father's money, watches old films, writes for magazines. God knows who reads it. Peter doesn't seem to care.
Morning. Like research. Could you hold the line, please?
Catering in this place gets worse every time. You're looking rough. I'm okay.
You mean that nurse finally saw through you?
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
You serious?
Shit. There's nothing you can help me with. I'm like this.
Fred Cavens. What was he, an actor?
No. He was a fencing master to Douglas Fairbanks. I think he was Belgian.
I'll give it to Dave Reynolds. Dave? He's just joined us. How do you want all this?
Call me with the basics and send over the rest.
I saw the piece in Sight and Sound, by the way.
What do you think?
Haven't read it. How about we've taken a cutting for the file?
I've heard of Fred Cavens, but who's this Fairbanks guy?
Belgian fencing masters.
I'm sorry I couldn't send our courtesy bus to the station for you, but I'm afraid it's off the road at the moment. We'll get you a taxi, Mr. Forrester. I've booked you a room at the Village Hotel.
How long will I have to stay here?
Oh, just a couple of nights, no more. We'll run some tests, then I'll give you a thorough examination. After that, we should have a better idea of where exactly the problem lies.
Is that standard practice?
Oh, absolutely, Mr. Forrester.
Only we've had just about every form of treatment there is. And what we're looking for now is just some kind of result, really.
Well, we'll see what we can do for you. Tracy, perhaps you'd like to show Mrs. Forrester to the patient wing.
My old mum reckons burglars were gynecologists.
What are you talking about?
Managed to get all the furniture out through the letterbox. Come on. Lighten up a bit. It's not that serious.
Well, obviously not for you.
Aye, aye. I've got things to cope with too, you know.
Oh, yeah?
Nowadays, you only have to see an empty milk bottle on the street and they get all excited. Got the screw tied there. Let me buy a little dog instead. Get him a coat and put his name on it.
Shut up.
The beats hanging around outside the post office waiting for somebody to leave a pram. One last try.
Christine. It's so strange to think of the flat standing empty and the old crowd split up forever. I mean, I'm not sorry I made this move, but I am wondering how long I'll be able to stick it. Nothing ever happens here. I don't know how they make their money, but it can't.
What's going on? Did anyone see you?
I don't think so.
This isn't good enough, Rob.
Look, we got close to one of the farms, but nobody came out. The dog set up a racket. We didn't stick around.
Serve Tom right if you've got an arse full of pellets.
It wasn't his fault.
Oh.
Well, you take a look at the cage, and if you're asking me, it was open from the inside.
You're not serious.
No damage. It's all right. Just a big dose of sedative. We caught up with him before he went to
You
ground.
are bloody lucky.
It wasn't my
We'll
fault.
talk about this tomorrow. Get the needle!
This can't go on, Chief.
And I know it. Staff meeting tomorrow.
What's happening, Miss Wells?
One of the chimpanzees got loose.
Where did they find it?
Hiding in a barn.
Is there any danger?
No, he'll be relieved to be found. But it's best you keep out of the way just for now.
To say so now.
Nothing's that easy.
I really don't see why it's such a problem.
Gloves.
Help me. Pick it up.
This is Peter Carson. I'm sorry, but I'm not home at the moment. If you leave a message after the tone, I'll call you back as soon as I can. Thank you.
It's Tracy. Call me at the clinic as soon as possible. Please. I need to talk to somebody and I can't talk to anyone here. It's serious, Peter. I'm starting to wonder what I've got myself into.
Yeah.
Anything wrong, sir?
Sorry? No, there's nothing wrong.
Your wife up at the clinic?
Is it that obvious?
Just a lucky guess. You're a long way from being the first.
Anything you need, just buzz me.
I suppose you've seen it all before.
I haven't been here that long. But you've got nothing to worry about. The technology's well developed and the success rate gets better every year.
There are no guarantees, though, are there?
No, but we will keep on trying.
That's what my husband said. But I'm still here.
I'm going to be in and out for most of the evening. So if I don't come straight away, don't worry. I won't be long.
Sounds like a wrong number on the lock.
Go and check, Tom.
Don't panic, boys. Just the dog's body. Hello? Somebody there? Tracy? No one there.
Hello?
Hi, this is Mr. Forrester speaking.
Hello, Mr. Forrester.
Is it possible I could speak to Marie?
No, this is the staff phone. There's no way I can put you through.
Oh, well,
Give me your number and I'll get her to call you back.
There, that one's there. Not a lot of this. I see.
It wasn't my fault he got out, you know.
I never thought it was.
Well, will you tell that to Jenna? I'm really sick of being treated like dirt around here.
I'll soon get over it. Can I ask you to do something for me?
Tell me what it is.
Do the late feed without me. I need to drive down to London tonight.
What's happening?
I let my flat to somebody who's supposed to stay for a weekend and has been there for over a month. It's time he went.
Are you, thinking of selling it or moving back?
Don't forget the extra vitamins.
Hi.
Hi.
You going somewhere?
Business in town.
Do you get there often?
About every other weekend. I kept my flat when I moved up here. It's the only way I've managed to keep sane.
I know what you mean. Do you always drive at night?
Less traffic.
Miss Wells, I need to ask you something. I don't understand all this atmosphere, and nobody's telling me anything. I'm a big girl, Miss Wells. I need to know.
Do yourself a favor, Tracy. Do your job and keep your head down. Don't ask for anything more than that, because believe me, you don't want to know. Excuse me.
Well, I wouldn't take Alison for a sentimental type.
That's it. Well, I don't know what it is, but somebody ought to speak to her, and she's not listening to me.
She's still around?
No, she's gone.
Well, we'll have a heart-to-heart when she gets back. I know well enough by now. It's nothing we can't clear up.
I'm making coffee. Who's interested?
Tracy, come in.
I've got some stuff to check in the lab. Excuse me.
We haven't had a chance to talk much since you joined us. I'm sorry.
I know how busy you are.
No excuse, though, is it? How have you settled in?
Fine.
And life in the country? Dull as it can get. Yeah, I know exactly what you're thinking. But there's a reason for our being here. You can't do work like ours in the usual academic atmosphere. Too many people trying to look over your shoulder. I wish you'd seen this place when we first found it. Extraordinary. That little access road was so overgrown that I drove up and down the valley for half an hour just trying to find it. I started out here with almost nothing. But I'm quite proud about what it's turned into.
I'm not saying I don't like it here.
I haven't been 100% straight with you. I have my reasons.
I don't know what you mean.
Come on. You must have guessed by now that our fertility work is only a sideline. Well, I'll tell you more when the time is right, Tracy. That's a promise. Were you in the animal house tonight?
I've been with Marie Forrester most of the evening.
Couldn't have been you, then. Coffee would be nice.
So what about the place you were supposed to have been offered in Camden Town? Too far? Too far from what? You don't even have a job to go to. No, Eddie, no more excuses. I want you out of the flat by the time I get back. But you can get yourself a cardboard box and a railway arch for all I care. But that's your problem, not mine. And listen, you listening? If anybody from the clinic rings, I'm around, but I'm out. Understand? No. No, I'm staying somewhere else for tonight. Something's probably going to happen. And I don't want to be around.
Oh, hi. What's new?
I'm making coffee.
Is the boss having any?
He is.
Spit on it for me, will you?
I always do.
Yeah, I'll have a cup.
I didn't realize we had chimpanzees.
Who told you that?
Miss Wells?
It's not something we advertise. Next thing you know, there'd be busloads of hippies with placards and, or worse.
Can I have a look?
No, give me a break. I'm already in trouble.
What's the big problem? I thought we were friends.
So did I. So why are you doing this to me?
Is it that serious?
It's that serious.
Dr. Jenner said he was going to tell me anyway.
Well, let's just leave it at that.
I'll get the coffee.
Hello. Who let you out?
list of references on your Belgian fencing master. There's quite a lot to go at. You might want to write this down. Starting with a book titled His Picture in the Papers by Richard Schickel, and then Kevin Brownlow, The Parade's Gone By. I'll give you a call when I get some more references. Bye.
It's Tracy. Can you call me at the clinic as soon as possible? Please. I need to talk to somebody, and I can't talk to anyone here. It's serious, Peter. I'm beginning to wonder what I've got myself into.
Himself and run as you've never run before.
What about you?
Going right behind you. Don't even look back. Listen.
Just watch me.
Dr. Horsley? Seeking